AI is moving at unimaginable speed. We have an AI that can turn any 2D video into a fully explorable 4D experience. We also have humanoid robots that are learning complex skills right before our eyes. Then there's an AI that can build entire virtual worlds from just a text prompt. And finally, we'll see an AI that can watch a silent video and create all the sounds from scratch. Before we start, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and turn the bell on.
First up is X4D, Extreme Viewpoint 4D Video Synthesis, a groundbreaking project from the Pico MR team at ByteDance. What this AI does is absolutely incredible. It takes a normal video of a person or object and reconstructs a fully dynamic, high-fidelity 3D model that you can view from any angle. We're talking about creating explorable 4D scenes from a single, regular video clip.
Here you can see a video generated by Google's VO3. It's a simple pan of a griffin statue. But when you run it through EX4D, look at that! You can now move the camera around the statue in full 3D, seeing it from angles that were never in the original video. It's no longer a flat video, it's a dynamic 4D scene. Here's another one. The original VO3 video just shows a paper boat floating in a puddle. But with EX4D, the camera can now dive down and follow the boat as it gets pulled into the drain. Wow! The level of control this gives you is just incredible.
This is a beautiful shot of a violinist from VO3. With EX4D, you can now move the camera around her, through the room, capturing the performance from completely new viewpoints. This is amazing. With this, you could turn a single video shot into a multi-camera production without ever needing another camera.
Look at this shot of two women on a cliff. The original is just a static shot, but with X4D, the camera can now fly around them, over the cliff and out towards the sea. This is insane. It's creating an immersive, cinematic experience from a simple video.
Now let's see it with a video from OpenAI's Sora. Here's a woman in the ocean. Run it through EX4D, and suddenly you can fly the camera around her in a full circle. This completely changes the game for what you can do with existing video footage. This one's just fun, a dancing kangaroo from Sora. With EX4D, you can now get right up close, move the camera around the stage, and see the dance from any angle you want. Amazing. Now for a video from Kling. Here's a cute cat dancing. With EX4D, you can see the camera move around it, capturing the motion in a 3D space. Here we have kittens in a glass orb. The original video is pretty static. EX4D adds a whole new dimension, allowing the camera to pan around the scene. This is a great one, an anime girl on a rooftop. With EX4D, you can see the camera pull back and move around her, revealing more of the city. The consistency of the 3D world it creates is incredible, and it's not just for characters. Check out this application for world generation. It takes a single input image and generates a complete 360-degree world video that you can move through. The level of detail here is just stunning. With this, you can turn a single picture into an entire virtual environment. So how does it pull this off? Let's break down the method from start to finish. It begins with an input video. From that, it constructs a depth watertight mesh, or DW mesh, which is a robust 3D model of the scene that understands what's visible and what's hidden. Then, a novel view camera is used to render this mesh from new angles, creating both a color video and a mask video that separates the foreground from the background. All of this information is then fed into a LoRa-based video diffusion adapter. This part is the core of the AI, where it takes all that 3D and masking data and uses it to intelligently generate the new video frames, resulting in a seamless and realistic output video that you can view from any perspective.
And regarding its availability, the code is already out on GitHub. And if you click here on their project page, you will find the code and all the instructions to run it offline. It is released under an Apache 2.0 license, and to run it, you need a GPU with 48 GB of VRAM.
Next up, we have an incredible update from Figure AI with their Figure 02 robot. This isn't just a robot, it's a full-on learning system trained to perform complex tasks. In this demo, it's sorting dishes into a dryer. It's impressive how it's able to grab the cups and plates with such precise, human-like movements, but they didn't show the full end-to-end process, so maybe it's not fully autonomous just yet. Man, just imagine how useful this would be if robots could completely take over chores like washing dishes or doing laundry with no human intervention. What a time to be alive!
Moving on, check this out. The Unitree G1 Humanoid. Look at this demo of two of them playing table tennis against each other. The way they track the ball and react is just amazing. And in this clip, it's having a rally with a human that goes on for over 100 shots. I mean, I myself cannot go 100 shots, which is super impressive for a robot to do. Just imagine how good it could get after some intense training. It might even reach an expert level. The biggest limitation for robotics right now is the difficulty of acquiring large-scale training data, unlike AI models. But if they can solve that, and with even more powerful GPUs for its brain, it would be beyond amazing.
Now for something truly next level, Tencent is back with HunyuanWorld-Voyager. This is a framework that generates entire detailed 3D worlds from a simple text prompt. You describe a scene, and it builds the terrain, places all the assets, and creates a fully immersive environment ready for you to explore. Look at this. It can generate worlds in any style, from anime to realistic, and you can control the camera to fly through them. This is incredible for creating virtual worlds for games or simulations.
And it doesn't just create a video, it can export the entire 3D scene. This is a game changer for 3D artists and game developers. It can even take a 2D image and turn it into a 3D object within the world it generates. Wow! And here, you can see it can even customize the style of the generated world, turning a sunny village into a snowy winter scene or a dark, moody night. The AI can also create a highly accurate depth map of the world, which is how it understands the 3D space so well. Just look at the variety of scenes it can generate, from a bustling city harbor to a peaceful campus and an ancient temple. The possibilities are endless. So how does it do this? Let's trace it from the beginning. It starts with a user input, which includes an image and a text prompt. This goes into an encoder, which processes the information. In the middle, you can see the core of the model, where it uses a technique called geometry-injected rendering to create multiple, depth-aware views of the scene. This data is then sent to a world cache, which stores the 3D information. Finally, a decoder takes this cached world and generates the final video, allowing for consistent, long-range, and controllable camera movements. It's a brilliant way to build a stable 3D world from a single image. And when you compare it to other models, it's not even close. Look at this chart. In the world score average, Voyager scores a 77.62, beating every other model. In metrics like object control and style consistency, it dominates. And in subjective quality, Voyager is at 71.09, which is way ahead of the competition. Overall, it's the clear winner. Here's a more visual comparison. For the bathroom image, you can see that models like FlexWorld and SEVA create distorted, messy results. But Voyager's output is clean and consistent. It's the same story for the kitchen, the pool, and the chandelier. Voyager's results are just on another level, perfectly maintaining the structure of the scene while the others fall apart. So, can you try this one? Yes, the code is already out on GitHub. As you can see, the page gives you all the instructions to run it. But the requirements are steep. The minimum GPU memory needed is 60 gigabytes for just a 540p resolution. That's huge and definitely not consumer grade. But hopefully we'll see a more compressed version in the future that more people can run. And finally, we have ThinkSound, an amazing project from researchers at Alibaba Group and Tongyu University. What this AI does is pure magic. It takes a completely silent video and generates perfectly synchronized and correct sounds for whatever is happening on screen. Check this out, a silent video of fireworks. And now with the sound generated by ThinkSound. Wow, that is spot on. Here's a video of a baby crying. The sound it generates is so realistic it's almost unsettling. A man chopping wood in the snow. The sound of the axe hitting the wood is perfect. Here's someone playing a trumpet. Listen to this. The sound is perfectly synced with their finger movements. The realism is just incredible. And a train passing by.
The sound of the train on the tracks is just right. Now let's see how it works with videos from other AI models. Here's a silent video of a violinist generated by Veo 3, and here's the beautiful violin music that ThinkSound created for it. That is just beautiful. The harmony between the AI-generated video and AI-generated sound is amazing.
Here's a soldier in a bunker from Veo 3. ThinkSound adds the sound of him running, the gun cocking, and the gunshot. Incredible. A simple fireplace video from Veo 3. And the crackling fire sounds from ThinkSound make it so much more immersive. Now for a video from Sora, a rocket taking off. The sound of the engines igniting and the roar of the launch is just epic. A wolf howling at the moon from Sora. The sound is so haunting and perfect. Now with a video from Movie Gen.
A man on a treadmill. The sound of his footsteps is perfectly synced. A skateboarder doing a trick. The sound of the wheels on the concrete and the board landing is so realistic. A shot of a pier from Movie Gen. The sound of the waves and the seagulls makes you feel like you're right there. A man using a typewriter. The clicking sounds are perfect. An explosion in the desert. The boom is just what you'd expect. And a baby with a pacifier. The subtle sucking sounds are incredibly detailed. And when you look at the numbers, ThinkSound is the best overall. In this comparison chart, you can see that while Audio is slightly better in desync, ThinkSound outperforms all other baselines across most objective and subjective metrics. It's the clear winner. Now, as for availability, this one is out and ready for you to try. If you click here on the code is available on their GitHub, and the project is released under the Apache 2.0 license. And to run it, you need a GPU with 8 GB of VRAM or more. So, how does ThinkSound create such perfect audio from silent video? It all comes down to this brilliant framework. On the left, we have the MLLM decoder. It takes an instruction like add audio of a cat along with the video and processes it through visual and audio encoders. This generates a sequence of tokens that the model understands. This sequence is then fed into the multimodal flow matching transformer on the right. This is the core of the AI. It takes various inputs like the video, captions, and audio and uses a series of powerful multi-stream and single-stream transformer blocks to generate an audio output that is perfectly synchronized with the video. This dual-part system allows it to not only understand what sound to make, but how to match it perfectly to the timing and context of the video. It's an incredibly smart design. And I think that's it for this video. Which news did you find the most useful? I think all of them are mind-blowing, but if I had to pick just one, I'd go with HunyuanWorld-Voyager. The sheer quality and creative control is a massive leap forward. So if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. Until next time, folks.